Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 18th chapter, text number 8. Kim nu baleshu shurena kalina dhira viruna apramattah pramatteshu yo vruko nrishu vartate. Translation and purport by the Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki. Maharaj Parikshit considered that less intelligent men might find the personality of Kali to be very powerful, but that those who are self-controlled would have nothing to fear. The king was powerful like a tiger and took care for the foolish, careless persons. Purport: those who are not devotees of the Lord are careless and unintelligent. Unless one is thoroughly intelligent, one cannot be a devotee of the Lord. Those who are not devotees of the Lord fall prey to the actions of Kali. It will not be possible to bring about a saner condition in society unless we are prepared to accept the modes of action adopted by Maharaj Parikshit, that is, propagation of the devotional service of the Lord to the common man. So here in the present verse, Maharaj Parikshit is seeing Kali in front of him, and he is considering already in the previous verses, in the previous chapter, Maharaj Parikshit has attempted to punish Kali, but Kali has surrendered at his feet and asked for protection. Because Parikshit Maharaj is a Kshatriya, anyone who seeks for protection will be given for the necessary protection. So Parikshit Maharaj has given basically Kali has requested Parikshit Maharaj seeking for some place for his stay. Then immediately Parikshit Maharaj has given Kali 4 places to stay. That is the places where gambling is taking place, intoxication is existing, prostitution is prevalent, or at the places where animal slaughter is rampant. In these 4 places, Parikshit Maharaj has given permission for Kali to stay. But we should observe here, our Srimad Bhagavatam is conveying to us, even though Parikshit Maharaj has given these 4 places for Kali to stay, at the same time, Parikshit Maharaj has also taken care that all the citizens whom he is protecting don't fall prey or don't get addicted to any one of these practices. So in that way, Kali could not find in the presence of Parikshit, again he could not find a place to stay. So after searching through the entire kingdom, Kali again comes back to Parikshit and says, in your presence I could not find a place where any one of these things is existing. None of the citizens are interested in any of these things. So then, at the second time, when again Kali puts forward his request, then Parikshit Maharaj gives him a 5th option, that is gold. Wherever gold is existing, you can take shelter there. So after this, he could find peace of mind, because gold is existing everywhere. You cannot say gold is not existing. So now, having considered this, Parikshit Maharaj is considering these less intelligent people. The less intelligent people might consider the personality of Kali to be very, very powerful. So, but thus, who are self-controlled would have nothing to fear. So, he is thinking about the self-controlled souls, the less intelligent people, and those who are careless. So Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport here, highlighting otherwise, that those who are non-devotees, they are careless and less intelligent. How non-devotees are careless or less intelligent? Because Shastra is giving us an indication that every action of ours is being observed by superior authority. So, when a seed is put in our mind that somebody is observing your actions, then immediately we become cautious and we become careful. Also, we try to understand how they are observing, what will be the result, the consequences if we do anything wrong, or what will be the benefit if we do good, pious activity, impious activity. In this way, we try to get more knowledge from the Shastra. But those who are non-devotees, basically, what qualifies them as non-devotees? Those who don't care for any authority. Somebody is observing you. You have to reap for all the sinful activities in the future as pain or misery or sorrow. But still, they don't care. So such people, they are considered as careless and unintelligent. So those are called as non-devotees. They don't surrender to the Lord. They don't offer any respects to anybody. They don't care for any authority. So such non-devotees are careless and unintelligent. So such non-devotees only fall prey to the actions of Kali. A devotee will not fall prey to the actions of Kali. This is the promise Bhagavatam is giving to us. Today we are sitting and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam for the reason because we don't want fall prey to Kali outside. There are so many other things which you could have otherwise done today. Today is Sunday holiday. So many other engagements are available in the outside world for entertainment, for passing your time, doing your duties, what are pending works. But still, we have come here assembled to hear from Srimad Bhagavatam because we don't want to fall prey to Kali. We wanted to become devotees of Lord Krishna. So to become devotees of Lord Krishna, in the present verse, one particular word is specifically mentioned, dhira. So dhira, even Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says only a dhira can become a yogi. And a dhira cannot become a yogi. Dehino asmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhirastatra muhyati. So only a dhira can understand what is the truth in this world. How the body is changing from boyhood to youthhood and then to old age and after that death. Only dhira can understand. Because he can understand, that is why he is not disturbed. So the entire Krishna consciousness movement, whatever Prabhupada has trying to teach to us, is all about making all of us to dhira. So today we will try to understand a bit about what qualifies us or what should we do, how to test ourselves, how much dhira we are, how to become a better dhira. Of course, we are not like any other people who are spending money outside and then lavishly living their life, wasting their time. We are not exactly like that, but still to the extent that we are following, it may not be enough for us to protect against from the pleasures of this material world or from the sense objects. So it is in the previous verses in the same chapter, Srila Prabhupada is writing in many of the other purports that to understand the truth or to know the truth or to find the Lord in this world, in the present condition, it is very, very difficult. What is the difficulty? What is the reason for the difficulty? It is because of the strength of Kali. Kali is very forcefully working at the present times. So it is very difficult to understand or know the truth from the Vedic literatures. Right now, book marathon is going on. Sometime in the previous years, somebody has given a book of Srila Prabhupada, they have put into our hand. He said, Bhagavad Gita. Do you have Bhagavad Gita at your home? Yeah, it is there. In the home it is there, not with me. We know that it is there, but we never touched it, we never gone through what it is. So today, somebody has come and put a book of Bhagavad Gita in our, book of Srila Prabhupada in our hands, but we are not interested. The reason being, we don't know what is spirituality first of all. Nobody given us any fundamental understanding of what is spirituality. We are only given the entire educational system in this world is only trying to make us chase behind our goal. I want to become better than somebody. Who is that somebody also? Some people know, some people do not know. I want to become better. I want to jump from one company to other company to other company to other company. That's all is going on. Some chase is going on. So by the mercy of a devotee, we get in touch with the books of Srila Prabhupada. The same thing Srimad Bhagavatam is mentioning, that it is, even though it is difficult at the age of Kali to understand the absolute truth, but still it is very easy to know by the mercy of a liberated devotee like Shukadeva Goswami. Because Shukadeva Goswami has spoken Srimad Bhagavatam, and because Srila Prabhupada has presented it to us today, we are able to understand the truth. If Shukadeva Goswami would not have spoken, then Bhagavatam would not have come into existence. Then we will not be able to understand the truth. So by the mercy of a pure devotee, today we are trying to learn what is the truth. After having understood, then when we come in touch with a satsang, an association of the group of devotees, then they will inform to us that, look my friend, you look to be very inquisitive. That's what even Shastra said, Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta Jignasu Shreyottamam. You have to approach a guru now. You have to accept a spiritual master. To accept a spiritual master, the primary qualification is Jignasu. We should be inquisitive about Shreyottamam, about the ultimate good. What is the ultimate good? That what is by doing what, which thing, or by approaching or serving whom can I get the best auspiciousness in my life? So such a personality I want to take shelter today. So if one is inquisitive only, he has to approach a guru. If one is not inquisitive, there is no meaning after you approach a guru also. In few days from now, we are going to celebrate Nityantaradasi. So on the day of Nityantaradasi, in the temple, we will have program in the morning, Harinam Diksha. Devotees can take initiation. So having understood, now if somebody is inquisitive, Prabhuji, please add my name also into that. I also want to get initiated. I'm inquisitive to get initiation. I'm anxious to get initiated by a spiritual master. I want to progress in spiritual life. But the fact is, no guru in this world, at least in ISKCON, nobody will encourage you to take initiation immediately. They will ask you to undergo so many tests. Prabhuji, what is this? Here also there are tests, exams. Yeah, it is required. Because Shastra is saying only a serious candidate is eligible to approach a spiritual master. Because spirituality is a very serious matter. It's not a joke. It's a very serious matter. That is why only a serious candidate should approach a spiritual master. And after approaching spiritual master, what does he do? He will give you a mantra and ask you to sit in the home. No. He will say that now you have become your disciple, you are qualified. No. He will say you should start rendering service to Lord Krishna by starting with chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So, what is Guru doing with us? Guru is making us as an instrument in service of Lord Krishna. That is his job. All that Guru does is nothing but make us a better instrument in service of Lord Krishna. For that reason, we will be told to render physical service, practical service, and also undergo through many levels of observation. So it is all inevitable, we cannot escape. Just like in the material world, if you want to get a degree, you will not be directly admitted into the college. Prior to that, you should have completed all the previous courses and you should have passed with valid grades, sufficient number of grades. See, in the same way, even in the spiritual life, we have to pass through all the exams that Guru puts to us. After the Guru having accepted a disciple, he gives Diksha. So many people consider that probably this is the end of my search for spiritual journey. So I got a Guru and that probably this is the end. But Guru explains it the other way. No, it is not the end, it is only the beginning. So that is how Srila Prabhupada explains this, that the Vedic hymns are heard from an actual self-realized soul and is properly understood by service and submission. Only then everything becomes transparently clear. When we surrender to Guru by service and submission, only then the instructions in the Vedic scriptures become transparently clear to us. So the primary qualification is we should be inquisitive to render service. And that rendering service is also should happen in a submissive attitude. So during this process, what exactly happens with us is just like we heard in this particular verse, from an adhira, we get slowly transformed towards a dhira. Adhira, Prabhupada has translated here as self-controlled. So we have to become self-controlled. Somebody else will not control us. We have to become controlled. Somebody else is already controlling us, by the way, we know that. We have our managers, wife, husband, children, society, everybody is there and all of them are already controlling. But Guru is asking us to become self-controlled. So what is it that we have to control? We have to control our senses. there are few forces that are working within this body, either internally or externally. So Srila Rupa Goswami puts across all these things in a beautiful manner in the Upadeshamrita. Rupa Goswami says, Vacho vegam manasah krodha vegam jihva vegam udharopastha vegam etan veganyo vishaheta dhira sarvamapi imam prithivim sa shishyat. There are so many forces that are acting within this body. The first is urge to speak. Vacho vegam. I want to speak. When we want to speak, what do we speak? What we know, we speak. But all that we have learned till date is only from the material perspective. So we start speaking all those things. So this is called Gramya Katha. When you are not speaking anything that is related to the Lord Krishna, then it doesn't become spiritual. Only when you speak about Krishna, it becomes spiritual. Topics related to Krishna are considered to be purifying. Topics that are not related to Krishna are not considered to be purifying, but binding. So, Vacho Vegam. Rupa Goswami is saying here that we have to control our force to talk. Control means what? Then put a band here. Silent. Mauna Vrata. No, that's not the condition what Rupa Goswami is saying. That is how our acharyas are different from other practices of religion, wherein they give a very clear-cut understanding of every instruction. Vacho Vegam, when you have to control your force to speak, they are not saying you should not speak or you become silent. They are saying you speak only relevant subject related to Krishna. Because anything that is related to Krishna is purifying. This is the first one. Second one, Manasaha Vegam. Manasa. Mind. What is this mind? Talk, okay, fine, understood. What is this mind? Mind means basically we have history, we have past in our life. So we have so many desires. So we try to satisfy those desires. So while trying to satisfy desires, we have also developed certain habits. So those habits are all existing within are stored within our subconscious mind. So this is Manasa Vegam. So all these old habits, old desires, they'll be haunting us. If you want to change, of course. If you don't want to change, they will not haunt you, they will only help you. But if you want to change, I want to become a dhira, then these forces will haunt you because they have still not been satisfied. Some old desire is there sometime. I went to this particular strip, that ice cream flavor was very good. I want to taste one more time. So this mind's demands are very, very strong, very, very stringent. We have to control our mind. Then comes Krodha Vegam, action of anger. We have a desire but it is not satisfied. Then what happens? It converts into anger. Because somebody else has got it. I did not get it, that's okay, fine. But somebody else got, then anger comes. If nobody has got, then no anger. We are also happy, they are also happy. No, but I didn't get what I desired, but somebody else has got it, then comes greed, anger. So we have to control our anger. How to control the anger? By understanding from the scriptures that everything that is being given to us is as per our quota. Whatever you are supposed to get, that much only we will get. If you desire for more, you can strive, you can put a lot of energy, but probably you will not get it. Because a lot of punya is required for everything. If you need to get anything, let us say wealth, or beautiful wife, or good singing, or very qualified husband, then what do you need? You need to burn your punya. That much punya should be there, only then you will get. And then Jihva Vegam, control your tongue. Tongue basically has two duties or two functions. One is to taste and the other is to speak. So, while tasting, our acharyas have said, don't eat anywhere and everywhere, but eat only Krishna Prasad. This is one of the very primary factor to approach a spiritual master. If you have to get initiation from a spiritual master, from Srila Prabhupada, then you have to take Mahaprasadam all the time. Not only when you come to the temple. All the time you have to accept only Mahaprasad. That which is offered to Sri Radha Krishna. And then what is the other? Second function is to speak. So speak, talk, you have to talk any subject related to Krishna or Bhakti. And the next is Udhara Vegam, the forces of belly. You are eating nice palatable dishes, that is for the tongue, to satisfy the tongue. That is how there are so many restaurants. Otherwise, there is no need of any restaurant. One restaurant, one same menu in all the restaurants. Will it work? It will never work. Because tongue, if you want to satisfy the tongue, then you want new flavor always. So then comes belly. You ate, fine, one dosa you ate. Okay, you wanted to eat dosa, you had dosa. Are you satisfied? Tongue is satisfied, but now comes the force of belly. Belly is not satisfied. It says, no, not it. It says one more. And says one more. So, forces of belly also you should control. And then comes Udhara Upastha Vegam. Finally, genitals. So, when you have eaten so much and your belly is full, then the lust increases. Because there is a lot of energy already in the body. How to utilize it? Something you have to do to utilize it. So, lust comes over. So, Rupa Goswami is saying that we have to control all these things. Either you control one by one or you control all together at the same time. But we have to control all of this. A person who has controlled all these things is called as Goswami. Goswami. Go means senses. Swami means one who has controlled all the senses. That is how the title Goswami comes into picture. So only such a person is considered to be a Dhira. So all of us have to come to that stage. Not that we should accept a title of Goswami, but we should come to the stage of controlling the senses in all these ways, whatever has been mentioned here. If we don't control, what happens? What happens is, during our journey in the spiritual path, so these Vegas will trouble us. They will not help us, but they will trouble us. They will become detrimental. So initially, the spiritual master has tested us. He has put us through so many services, physical services. You have to read the scriptures. What are the rules? What Srila Prabhupada gives us? The 4 regulative principles, beginning with, if you at all want to become a devotee, if you want to think of Krishna, start a devotional service, then you should follow the 4 regulative principles. After that, you have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Of course, you can start chanting prior to that also, but you can relish chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, or you can continue to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and find pleasure in it only when you start following the 4 regulative principles. So after that, we have to render practical services to Lord. Then we have to eat Mahaprasadam. So this is how a spiritual master has tested us, through different ways. So after spiritual master has tested us, and we have passed through all the tests, Guru has given us Diksha, then comes tests by the other agencies. the Maya will start testing us, material energy. Somehow we have controlled our body, our senses. And then somehow we have tried to control our mind by frequently, continuously chanting Hare Krishna mantra, being in association of the devotees, trying to be in association of the devotees, trying to read the scriptures. Then comes the tests by Maya. So prior to this, all the other tests are, the forces that are already there within us. The problem is with the forces that are already there within us, the mind and the urge to speak, the demands of the tongue, belly, genitals, all these things. Now, after we have somehow with great difficulty by the direction of a spiritual master, when we try to control all of these things, are trying to control, then Maya's force will come. Maya will influence us through three gunas. So we are living in her kingdom. This is all Maya's kingdom. It is not our place. Even though we build our own home, how much ever costly locks and keys and safes you keep, but still this entire kingdom belongs to Maya. So at every moment, Maya can test us. When we are trying to become serious in the spiritual path, trying to follow a spiritual master, then Maya will test us. Maya will test us by the three gunas, and the force of Maya is very, very powerful. Initially, Maya will test us with simple allurements, some small sense objects. Just I was mentioning. While you are passing through a street, you remember, in that restaurant or hotel, I went and had that particular flavor. So that will come to your memory. You have forgotten it actually. You are no more addicted to that. But this is a test by external forces. This is not internal forces, this is a test by the external forces. Maya is testing you now. The same old habits. You have left it, but now Maya wants to see a final. Do you seriously follow, or you are only for the sake of following, you are following? And then comes next level is the forces by the three gunas. It is called as guna pravaha. Sometimes when you are seriously chanting, when you are dedicated, you are determined, okay, today I will chant this much of time, this many rounds without any break. But you find some force is acting upon you. It is completely disturbing your mind. Some thought, some desire. Till that day, you are peaceful, happily chanting, understanding Bhakti Yoga. But suddenly, what is this? What is happening? Fully disturbed. This is because of guna pravaha, the force of gunas. Gunas' force is very severe. This is the test by Maya. What is the reason for the test? Why Maya has to test us? I have given up everything. I am taking Mahaprasad, I am chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then what is the reason? The reason, Shastra explains us that there are multiple ways or multiple reasons for which we take shelter of Lord Krishna. There is a beautiful verse that is there in Bhagavatam. Akama sarvakamo va mokshakama udharati. Akama, there is no kama. Sarvakama, all kamas are there. All desires, I want everything. Mokshakama, I wanted liberation from this world because I got fed up of this struggle in this world, the suffering in this world. Why should I be here? And Shastra has told that, okay, if you want to get out of this world, there is no other way but take shelter of Vishnu or Krishna. So I have taken shelter of a spiritual master, a pure devotee of the Lord Krishna. So this verse is very clearly saying, Akama, Sarvakama va Mokshakama Udharati. All types of people come to Krishna. There is no disqualification, by the way. Krishna does not disqualify that, oh, no desire should be there. Nothing like that. Krishna accepts everyone. Accordingly, according to your desire, he will also reciprocate. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamaham. Now what is Maya's role here? Maya wants to check whether you really want to become devotee of Krishna or you have sarvakama and then you have attained Krishna, you are trying to reach Krishna. With sarvakama, if you reach Krishna, it is very difficult to remain in the association of devotees. You should not have any desire except to serve Krishna. That is the only desire you should have. So to check this, Maya is trying to give us or put us to severe tests. So whenever the force of three gunas are acting upon us, we should remember that I am approaching or I am praying to Krishna to satisfy my material desire or just to please Krishna. Because in Bhakti Yoga, the criteria is you can become a pure devotee of Lord Krishna only when you don't carry any desire in your heart. Any material desire should not be there. Only you can have spiritual desires. And what type of desires are those spiritual desires also? Not that yesterday night I got a dream and then I will try to achieve that. No. Those spiritual desires are also in line with the instructions of the spiritual master. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. So whatever spiritual master is trying to instruct us, the same thing we should have our desire, not anything different. For one simple instructions, I'll just give you, many people ask this very frequent question. Prabhuji, we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 malas. We know that it will take 2 hours. So we have been told that we have to take a Japamala and then chant, count on that, and then there is a Sakshi Mala to have a track of how many rounds we have completed. So I have been observing for so many years that I take 2 hours to complete 16 malas. So can I give away with the Japamala, Japabak, Sakshi Mala and all this and just keep a track of 2 hours of time and then chant my Hare Krishna Mahamantra? But what is Guru's instruction? By the way, where are all these innovative inquiries coming from? We want to be creative, different from others. Everybody else is doing same thing, I am also doing same thing. Oh, what is the difference then? I want to be creative. So let me do something different from others. This is also a trick of mind, Maya's tricks. So that is why Guru is saying, Shastra is saying, you should follow Guru's instruction as it is, without any deviation. If Guru has told you, you should use Japamala, you should use Sakshi Mala to keep a track, irrespective of how much ever time you may take, irrespective of whether you are chanting 60 malas in one stretch or you are taking a break and then chanting 4, 4, 4 or 8, 8, whatever it is, you should still use Japamala. This is Guru's instruction and we have to adhere to it. We should not try to invent new things within spirituality. It's not a good thinking. So this way, Maya is testing us whether are we really serious in attaining Krishna. There is one simple example. What if I attain Vaikunta? I get into the association of Lord in the Vaikunta. What is wrong in it? When I have the desire to be in association of the Lord, get liberated from this world, why so many tests is required then? One simple example Acharyas have given us. Let us say there is a thief whose habit is to steal. Anything precious he sees, any moment which he sees very opportunistic, he tries to steal. So that person, now somehow he got these instructions and then he got elevated to Vaikunta without removing his habit of stealing. His mindset is still not changed. If he goes to Vaikuntha, Vaikuntha is full of rich. Everything is rich there. It is said in Bhagavatam that the walls and the floor, everything is made up of Chintamani. Chintamani prakara sadmashu kalpavruksha. There are kalpavrukshas everywhere. There are surabhi cows everywhere. Oh, once you get into Vaikuntha, you see so much richness. What strikes his mind? Till now I was not having any of this. Now I got everything. In the presence of such richness, we will forget everything belongs to Krishna. We have landed there to serve Krishna. Instead, we will start thinking, everything belongs to me. I want to enjoy. This is the very same mentality or the reason for which we have been disqualified to stay in Vaikuntha. Just for this reason only, Maya is giving us severe tests to see whether we want to be a servant of Krishna or we want to be a servant of, still we want to be servant of our senses. After having heard sufficiently from the instructions of spiritual master. And then finally, let us say we have passed Maya's test also. There is one more test, which is more stringent than Maya's test. This is the test by the Lord himself. Till that time, only the lower agencies have been testing us. Now, Lord will start personally testing us. In the pastime of Bali Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport that whatever tests they have undergone, they are pure devotees. Prahlad Maharaj is a pure devotee. But whatever tests they have undergone is all given by Lord Krishna, not by any other agencies. And we will not find any reason or rationale why they should be tested at all. No reason will be there. When Krishna is testing, there is no reason. He just wants to test, that's all, over. It is his desire. So sometimes we should also understand when there is an undesirable incident in our life or in our home, we should accept it that it is the desire of Krishna. We will try our best to change it, but still nothing will change. Because this world is not in our hands. Kala is not working under our supervision. Kala is working under supervision of the Supreme Lord. So in the same way, when Krishna is testing us, we have to understand that it is the desire of Krishna. When Prahlad Maharaj has been tested by Hiranyakashipu, he never revolted. In the same way, when Bali Maharaj has been tested by Vamana also, Shukracharya has been advising him, don't hear to the words of this Brahmana. He is not a Brahmana, he is Vishnu himself. But still, Bali Maharaj did not heed to the instructions of his master. Because when Vishnu is personally there, it is our life's desire to serve Vishnu. So, he has also taken it in the same way, whatever it may be, I will give everything whatever Vishnu wants. So, Prabhupada mentions that in spite of all the difficulties, the tribulations, the tests, they are not deviated. Their mind is not deviated from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. So, for this reason, Krishna will test us. Krishna's tests have no other reason. He just wants to see at all conditions, our mind should not be deviated from the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Yeah, I forgot to mention one point. While Maya is testing us, Maya works in two ways. When we come into the existence, when we take birth in this body, Bhagavatam says, in our womb, we see a lot of, experience a lot of suffering, and then we pray to Paramatma. So please relieve me from this suffering. That means please give me birth, so that in my entire life I will take your name, I will surrender to you. But after taking birth, what Maya does with us is, Maya works with this energy known as Avarnatmika Shakti. It will cover our intelligence. It will cover our true identity. When you come out, when we take birth, we are born infants, a small child, and we forget everything. We start our learning by looking at others, by looking at this world. So all that we have learned, all the prayers we have offered to the Paramatma in the womb, everything is forgotten. We are fresh, a blank paper. We start learning from scratch. So once we come in touch with some Vaishnavas, come in touch with Srila Prabhupada books, we get to know about Krishna, our spiritual identity. Then we accept, try to take shelter of a pure devotee, get initiated. Then by the strength of our devotional service, by Guru's mercy, this Avarnatmika Shakti will slowly, we come out of this Avarnatmika Shakti. This Shakti will not influence us much, because we have learned, our intelligence is now cultured with Vedic knowledge. By hearing again and again, by reading from the scriptures, now we have understood what is our real identity. But that's not the end of the test of Maya. Maya tests in one more way, called as Prakshepatmika Shakti. What is Prakshepatmika Shakti? This is the Shakti which, when we are trying to take shelter of Krishna, which means we are trying to come out of the clutches of Maya. At that time, Maya uses this Prakshepatmika Shakti to throw us away from what we are practicing. Many people will advise us, what has happened to you? What is this something you are wearing in your neck? What is something you are carrying in your japa bag, something every day you are chanting? One person, they heard about the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, very excited, went back to US, and then every day take Japmala and started chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Americans, some of the colleagues saw Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Why do you so much remember about your boyfriend? What can't you do without her? Because for them, they don't know who is Krishna. So when you continuously remember, people consider that as your boyfriend. So to teach them that Krishna is of course your friend, he is the dearest friend, but to teach the people it is very difficult. So there will be so many advices given to you otherwise. Why are you going to these new practices? What has happened to you? What is the change that is seen in you? Who has influenced you? Who has brainwashed you? Till yesterday you are fine. Today what happened? When Sunday comes, you become invisible. Earlier you are more excited on Sunday, but today you are invisible totally. What is new excitement? So this is Prakshepatmika Shakti. It will throw you out of what you are practicing. It will try to deviate you. So Maya acts in these two ways, Avarnatmika Shakti and Prakshepatmika Shakti. After this, Krishna's test will start. So once we are qualified, then Krishna will take us back to Godhead. So what is this Avarnatmika Shakti? How do we find it in the life of the people? Somebody is in a very condemned life, where they are living in a very poverty. But still, they think they are very happy. No bank balance, zero. So many credits, so many debits are there, we have to pay loans. Still, they are trying to live happy. Is everything okay? Yes, everything is all right. So this is called Avarnatmika Shakti. You will not feel what is the kind of pain you are undergoing, what is the misery, what is the suffering. You will not at all feel. Just like when Indra has been cursed to become a hog, a pig, and then he came down, took birth as a pig. Then Brahma sees that the universal affairs are not being properly managed because of the absence of Indra. Then he comes back and tries to call him, Indra, what are you up to? What is this condition? You have to take care of, the whole world, the creation. You are the Indra Loka is bereft of you. Please come back. The hog says, no. How can I come back? I have, a very good association here. My wife, my piglets, my family, my responsibilities. How can I give up? This is called Avarnatmika Shakti. You will never know what type of horrible condition you are living in. It makes you feel that everything is all right with you. So this way, so many tests we have to face. So after all that, when we have to come out of this material suffering, this bodily entanglement, then Bhagavad Gita says, Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanir asyopajayate prasanna chetaso hyaso buddhi paryavatishtate. Our buddhi, our intelligence has to be fixed. We have to fix our intelligence. That is the meaning of dhira. Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says that from dull matter, superior to dull matter are senses, superior to senses is mind, superior to mind is intelligence, superior to intelligence is spirit soul. So with the intelligence, we have to work downwards. So that intelligence has to be purified. By hearing from scriptures, by hearing from Vaishnavas. But all this can happen only by, Krishna is saying, only by prasade, by the mercy, by the blessings that we receive from Guru and Krishna. What does this mean? I have done a lot of effort. I have put a lot of effort to chant every day Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Many of us actually think that my goal today in the morning or tomorrow in the morning, when I wake up, my goal is to complete 16 malas. Yeah, of course, it is a good goal. There is nothing wrong in it. It is 100% aspiring, very good. But we forget one important factor. It is not the 16 mala that we should treat as a goal. It is our attachment to Krishna that we have to treat as a goal. 16 mala is not the qualifying factor that takes us to Vaikuntha. Our attachment to Krishna will take us to Vaikuntha. That is how Srila Prabhupada says, you have to chant minimum 16 mala. Why? Because when you are attached, 16 is nothing. We want to chant more because we have developed a taste for Harinama. So we should never deviate from what is the goal that we want. It is our attachment to Krishna that we should aspire for. All the activities, services, everything, Guru is trying us to bring in our intelligence, in our mind, he is asking us to be attached to Krishna. This is the final result. This is what Guru wants to check. Maya wants to check, Krishna wants to check. All the tests in this world is only to check whether we are attached to Krishna or not. That is why Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita here in 2nd chapter, 65th verse, Prasade sarva dukkhanam hani rasyopajayate prasanna chetaso hyaso buddhi paryavatishtate. When our intelligence is purified by the mercy of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada translates prasada as an achievement of the causeless mercy of Krishna. This mercy is also not ordinary mercy, this is a causeless mercy. And sarva dukkhanam, all material desires will be destroyed. Hani, it will be immediately destroyed. Once you receive the mercy of Krishna, it will be immediately destroyed. Many people have this question, I've been chanting for many years, why there is no reduction in suffering in my life? I want to become happy. As it is mentioned here, prasanna chetasa, prasanna manasa. I want to become a happy-minded person. I want to live happily, but it is not happening because it is said here, Krishna is saying is, an achievement of the causeless mercy of the Lord, all material miseries will be destroyed. Till that time, material miseries will continue. Prasanna chetaso hiyaso. Prasanna manasa. So when you receive the mercy of the Lord, all the miseries will be destroyed, and not just that, you will become prasanna manasaha. You will become very peaceful. Now peaceful means what? I stopped doing everything? Is it that there is no need to chant 16 mala? There is no need to render service to the Lord? So is it that Bhagavatam is trying to tell us that when you go to Vaikuntha, there is nothing there to do? You can enjoy all the time. No, that's not the truth. Guru is teaching us to render service. He is employing us as an instrument in service to Lord. These are the beginning. As we said in the beginning, it is the beginning of the spiritual life. So what is the end of the spiritual life? The end of the spiritual life is you become fully qualified to engage in service of the Lord. That is when you go to Vaikuntha, because in Vaikuntha there is no day, there is no night, there is no rest, there is nothing other things, partying and all. That's all not there. So you should be fully engaged in service of the Lord. If you are thinking, I am aspiring to go to Vaikuntha to take rest, no, that's not truth. You will not be given rest there because there is no night there. There is no break there. There is no holiday. So, prasanna manasa means you will be happy-minded by engaging in service of the Lord, because you don't have any other engagement, you don't have any other desires. You are fully pleased in service of the Lord. Your taste for chanting multiplies. Your eagerness to render service to the Lord is multiplied. All your disqualifications are gone. You are fully qualified to become an associate of the Lord. So by that time, your intelligence is also fully purified. So we have to achieve the mercy of the Lord Krishna, we have to purify our intelligence. So it is not just that today I got an opportunity to come across with a copy of Bhagavad Gita. So today I have read, so it is enough. No, we should continue, because our intelligence has to be completely purified. These are the signs, are the identification, or the tests by which we can ourselves know how much we have progressed in the spiritual life. There are two things. Srila Prabhupada writes a letter to one of the devotee. We can test our spiritual progress by two things: hankering and lamentation. Very simple test. You don't need to go and ask an examiner or a qualified counselor, can you measure how much I have progressed? Nothing is required. You yourself can test. How much hankering is there in my heart, and how much lamentation I am undergoing through. What is the sign? Why these two parameters are Srila Prabhupada is giving us to identify the progress of spiritual life? Because we hanker after those things which we don't have. Which we don't have something, somebody else is having, then naturally we hanker for that. And what is this lamentation? We were having something yesterday, today it is lost, or it is not there. It was taken away from my hand, so there is lamentation. So this is the test for us to understand how much growth we have made in spiritual life, how much progress we have made. Nobody else need to test. Hankering and lamentation, these two things, you take it for granted. Either it is hankering and lamentation for yourself or for the extended self, the family, society, nation. At every point of time, at every level, this is the same test. So that is how, when there is no lamentation, when there is no hankering, that is only then you can become prasanna manasaha. That is the time when it is said that your intelligence is fully purified. So this is all these things we are learning from the instructions of Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita and from Srimad Bhagavatam. So with this we will stop here. Hare Krishna.